Grandpa, there was no autism back in my day. Grandpa, here's where I keep assorted lengths of wire. When you finally get your life together, and now everyone expects you to keep it that way, I'm a victim of my own success. Whoa. This is worthless. World War II veterans seeing that the world is on the brink of war and economic collapse again. It's a simple term, but we want them to be careful. How about a sign? An engineer? No, I have a better idea. When there's an AI uprising with the humans, and you gotta shoot your human, they said thank you every time. It's finally warm again. Pollen, bugs. My classmates at 30, me at 30. The most horrific and disturbing acts known to man. April Fools. Wait, Gal Gadot is a bad actress? Always has been. Me, I think I want to stay single. Inner me, like you have a choice. Me, annoyed at people making AI slop using Ghibli art style. Also me, pirating every manga and anime I consume. When you're 25 and have been single all your life and you see a couple no older than 15 holding hands. When your custom character appears in a cutscene. When you're 37 hours into a 48-hour World of Warcraft raid and the walls start talking. When the air fryer reveals obvious hints about the past. When you finally make it to middle class, but inflation gets so high it makes you lower class again. When you lied on your resume, but you catch on quickly. Self-proclaimed alpha males. Art is flowery and weak. Samurai, some of the most hard-ace warriors in history. I'm an avid poet and painter, and it helps me appreciate this world and my place in it. When they say we are like a family here, but your leave request for a family event gets denied. Celebrities used to do this to honor one of the greatest of all time. Google Mr. Hands to learn more. Game for real adults. Responsibility. If you want to spread a message, but package it very discreetly. If you can remember this, you are truly old now. Dentists will be trying to have a whole conversation when they have you like this. Coworker, how was lunch? Me 10 minutes earlier eating T-Bell in my car. When I'm home alone. When I have to get up for a presentation at school. High-paid fitness models. A random construction worker. When a girl looks at me and keeps smiling. When you step on a dried leaf expecting it to crunch, but it doesn't. My disappointment is immeasurable, and my day is ruined. Always one reaction channel who sits through the entire video with an expression like this. My parents lecturing me. Me, just trying to tell a joke. Superhero movies. Technology they can't explain. Quantum or nanotech. Hey Mick, look who I outlived this week. Mick. Me believing every post I read before realizing it's April's Fool Day. I told my friend how I tried to snap myself out of depression by going skydiving, but it didn't work. He sent me this. Wow, this snacks. Why did I do this? Pre-industrial autists. I've dissected 500 corpses and written 20 volumes on physics and philosophy. Modern autists. I own 10,000 Funko Pops and have 800 hours on Civ 4. When you don't feel your phone in your pocket. My Tinder date and me while we noticed we lied to each other. My favorite YouTubers not posting in a while. April Fool's Day. My girlfriend is angry at me. Me, you need to calm down. My girlfriend, you dare oppose me mortal. Maybe the real Iron Throne was the wheelchair I dragged along the way. Me showing my mom a cool stick I found. Back in my day, we used a website to send free SMS texts. I'm from the land of red, white and blue. Do you have the slightest idea how little that narrows it down? How dogs look at you when you say no to eating something that would kill them immediately. Whenever the slightest amount of struggle comes at me. If the saying you are what you eat was true and cows eat grass, wouldn't that make cow meat or milk vegan? Untested notebook with hard-coded paths. Data scientist. Is this production ready? Shirley Temple Little Darling Collection commercial. Me. Being held at gunpoint for your money. Holding someone at gunpoint and giving them your money. Me saying I'd be there around 9 to 10. Waking up at 9:30. When that screaming fan sings louder than the speaker on your concert. Me spending 3 hours a day staying up to date on Twitter drama that doesn't affect me in the slightest. When you check your bank account after a weekend out. Ah yes, negative wealth, a bold financial strategy. April 2nd. Me, thinking my April Fool's joke has no consequences. Realizing that the biggest joke was that you forgot it's April Fool's Day. Me at the supermarket, choosing to ignore the snack aisle for the sake of my health. Me, waking up at 2 AM hungry, realizing there's nothing to eat, and starting to regret it. POV, you trainer run stick your balls in public. Spring depression. Winter depression. How YouTubers feel after posting clickbait as an April Fool's joke. When your girlfriend says she cheated on you, but it's April Fool's Day. Oh no. Anyway. Me listening to my parents roast the hell out of me, but I can't show anger because that's disrespect. When the rage bait's so good, the police show up at your house. 9 years old me trying to decide which soda I want. There are no refills, this decision is final. The left Joy-Con desync. The hardware was outdated at launch. The sticks drifted. Still, there goes the best damned console Nintendo ever made. Save large amounts of questions for after the lecture. That one student. Ask large amounts of questions during the lecture and waste time causing it to go over or not finish in time. That one student. Literally everyone. Look what they need to mimic a fraction of our power. Californians paying $8.99 for organic free-range eggs in 2024. Californians paying $8.99 for organic free-range eggs in 2025. Me as a cat doing a bird of paradise dance. Them, are you even listening? Me. Me getting ready to watch the most obvious April Fool's jokes on YouTube and still fall for them every time. American soldiers attacking Canada after watching their friend pick up a can of Bush's baked beans. When I kiss him with lip gloss on. So now we are both baddies. Are we baddies? When you see your reflection. My friend says Donald Duck. I get confused because we aren't in Disneyland. Then, I get sent back to the lobby. I forgot my name was Donald. When everything around you is burning, but you don't care, since we are at this stage already, on my healing journey. Add ads to service. Make new subscription to skip ads. Profit. Me and my friend during tiffin time to that classmate, who has brought a lavish lunch. Facts from a YouTube video. Me. Is this an April Fool's joke? The cameraman who has been panning to Cory Booker for 18 hours straight. Hey bro, get in the VC. Today be like, hey, your grandma just died. Ha 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 ha. You serious? Thinking your friend was disguised as an important person in your life on April Fools. Thinking your friend was disguised as an important person in your life on April Fools. 5-year-old me, when I'm fighting a difficult boss, it was the tutorial boss. My big bro who already beat the game. Me. People who try to debloat Windows 11. People who dual boot Windows 10 with Linux Mint and try to ditch Windows as much as possible. Jarvis, bro has been annoying for a while. Take one of his nuts and make it the thing inside paint cans that rattles when you shake the can. Don't worry, football is safe. A Peruvian referee knocked an angry staff member using a kung fu kick. Round 50. Box shows Thunder Gun. Mystery box. April Fools, here's a pistol. Why is it called artificial intelligence if we never did anything intelligent with it? Welcome to social media in 2025. The below pic is a homophobic car that is aura farming. A man was discovered to be unknowingly missing 90% of his brain, yet he was living a normal life. Those who don't know. Those who know. A random Chinese man 5,000 years ago accidentally pours boiling water on leaves. The saddest scene on the Titanic according to my mom. PlayStation users, Xbox is guy. Xbox users, PlayStation is guy. PC users. My 10-year-old laptop, when I added 4 GB of RAM to it. So when are you going to give us grandchildren? Men after knowing each other for a month. Bro, what's your name? Hey, it's Mr. T. Who's the chick? Mr. T. It's April Fools. Human sits down next to me. I now forced to sit for a few more minutes so he doesn't think I'm leaving because of him. Remember, life's too short to pretend you don't like right girl music. Until we meet again. I'm going to be straight with you. If it wasn't for Big Steve, my little book would never have been a bestseller. 100 Grumpy Animals. What's for lunch? Let me take a wild ducking guess. Warning. Extensive profanity and sex inundus. Not for kids. Warning. Lots of profanity. Not for kids. Say my name. My name. When the computer asks, are you a robot? Maybe he just wants to find his family. Social media managers on vacation, but they've got reels to post. Portuguese colonizing. British colonizing. Me watching incoming call that's about to turn into missed call. How people feel after promoting AI to make this image GB style and then saying that they are an artist. What's the difference between cats and dogs? Cats don't work for the cops. When for the first time in your life you try, but no one cares. I bet he's thinking about other women. It's April Fools exactly now in the entire world. The interstellar water planet scenes were actually shot on Earth. It is time to go. Was I a good wingman? No, you were the best. The FBI agent assigned to my Facebook account developing a crush on me from all the dead rats I post. I need this man inside me. Paint. Painting. Painting. Man, these edibles ain't she. When the barber squints and says, let's see if we can fix that. British people be like Eri para. Me in my dealt bed when homie cracked a good joke on me. I low-key like that. Who would win? A clever young man who tries to think straight. A green juicy boy. See, I'm learning to read music. Soon I'll be on the keyboard. Then the guitar. And that's when the big bucks start rolling in. Printing in bulk and write. Those who don't know. Those who know. When you listen to half of a song, hoping you'll like it, but that moment never come. Make Bitcoin great again. Customer service said my Lambo on the way. That was 3 halvings ago. So you spent the day tapeless at the beach again. What makes you think that? I want to preserve the culture and traditions of my people. Stunning and brave. Flying eagle. I want to preserve the culture and traditions of my people. Looks like I found the knees. Me, just sleep 10 more minutes. Me, how about 20 minutes? Me, just call in sick. Me, just quit your job. Game in the ad. The actual game. My shorts after taking 5 steps. This is exactly what George Washington fought and died for. You can't hear a t-shirt. The t-shirt. 31 years goes by fast, but Jello is forever. We all have memories on stairs. Others, me. This is how we get to Mars. If your website says call for price, I'd rather just never visit your site again. Never give up. 2016. 2019. Got any fatherly advice for me? You should hit the Windows key plus V and turn on clipboard history. This will allow you to access a history of up to 25 clipboard items, and you can even pin frequently used ones. April Fool's Day is the only day of the year where people analyze news articles to see if they are true. Me trying to avoid eye contact with the crackhead at the gas station. Coworker, what are you going to do with your time off? Me, prob just going to take a relaxing cruise somewhere. Me on the cruise. This is for the Titanic. How it feels trying to stop myself from spending money. The opposite of Microsoft Office's macro hard on fire. Stop. I don't want my parents to know I'm Guy. Do you want to go on a date? Wow, this is wild. They're those kind of parents. Huh. Yeah, both my dads are crazy. Remember when Bugs Bunny ducking shot someone because he wouldn't stop coughing? North Korea vibes. Which website would you like to see? I don't want you to know. What about telling Mr. Incognito? Okay. Two sexually aggressive inmates recently reminded me, the worst thing a man can do is to submit. For the hardest times are when Allah watches him most closely. He must look his oppressors in the face and say, I can take it. And he must take it. Just curious, how do you and my man know each other? Who's your man? Oh, I don't know him like that girl. Did he message you? I don't think so. Oh okay, I just saw you all follow each other last night. Babe, you are too ducking beautiful to ever have to worry about your man reaching out to other women. Thank you. It's cause I cheated, so I wanted to know if he was getting even or whatnot. When he's a 10, but he accidentally got my mom pregnant when I was out of town and they are keeping it, so now I don't know if he's my boyfriend or stepdad. When I was born, I was given a choice. Having a big penis or having a great memory. Which one did you choose? I don't remember. Wanted someone to climb into this hole in the library for us. Job requirements. Limber. Trusting. Has not read The Cask of Amontillado by Edgar Allan Poe. If someone gave you $200 because you're ugly, would you take the money? Absolutely. I'm ugly, not stupid. Intelligence. Me proofreading a professional email for the 10th time to make sure I didn't call the CEO's mother a slur and that the attached file is my resume and not a video of me dancing neek. If a service dog approaches you and he is alone, it means that the owner can't move and is in trouble. Follow him and you will get a free wallet. Birds do it. Bees do it. Even uneducated fleas do it. Let's do it. Let's go hurtling into a sliding glass door and die. Well, that took an unexpected turn. Sure, I'll go hurtling into a glass door with you. Yes. According to some old myths, birthmarks show where you got killed in your last life. Me, who has one on my PP. What the hell happened here? Got sad news today. After 7 years of medical training, my good friend has been struck off after one minor indiscretion. He slept with one of his patients and now can no longer work in the job he loves. What a waste of time, training and money. A genuinely nice guy and a brilliant vet. My teacher watching his personal computer internally combust with 30 million psi of force after trying to open the 4.98 petabyte homework folder I sent him. The face of a boy whose mom, worried to death, made an emergency visit to the vet for mucus in his PJ for the vet to tell her, $315 later, that he's nutting in his pee. He's fixed now, but holy shit. 7-year-old cousin is over. She wants to play the PS4 in my room. Mom tells me to keep the door open. What the duck did she mean by this? You're old enough to learn about road safety. A car can only be defeated with sheer force of will. If you see one, you look straight at it. Stare that car down. Don't move a muscle. The stronger spirit will prevail. Isn't that how grandpa died? Grandpa was weak. This is a 10-year-old comedian. This a savage joke. Online dating is tough. Every time I meet someone new, they end up in jail. Hold up. When you've almost finished your meal, then see health inspectors arrest the restaurant owner. When the deodorant says 48 hours, but you drink it in under 8 minutes. Acceleration. Yes. The mice with 2 dads. Scientists create eggs from male cells. Proof of concept mouse experiment will have a long road before use in humans is possible. Me. Second W of the day. I'm on a roll. Anyone ever said how beautiful you are? Thank you so much. Interested in getting coffee sometime? Sure. Let me know your schedule. No problem. Bro, set difficulty to peaceful. Crush. I'm scared of spiders. Me. Why? Some of them are just 2 inches. Crush. That surge. Me. When you're trying to diet, but your favorite fast food restaurant just released a new menu item. Excuses. Yes. Damn. I know the doctor said you should get plenty of rest to get rid of your cold, but that was 9 years ago. When you die, your voice is added to the chorus of children yelling "Aye aye Captain" in the SpongeBob intro. My mom asked me to help her trash some boxes she doesn't need. This was inside. I'm an only child. Educating the retarded child. Kirk Johnson. When you were in the military, did you ever kill anyone? I was a cook. So yeah, probably. The local old folks home had a garage sale. I got this cool gravy boat for just 25 cents. Ranch flavored ice cream is coming to Walmart for $4.98 per pint.